Something got undone. All right, so say this again. We got OBS working tonight. I was hoping we had it hooked up better, but I guess Aaron's not a fan of OBS because we have one adapter we're missing that we need to make everything work right. So we're trying to move upward here. Hopefully the video's better. Hopefully the sound is better. We're waiting on Mike to show up. I've been playing with Scoremore all week. Oh yeah, I'm going to turn the lights on here real quick and show you what we've been dealing with all week. Trying to be nice to a friend of mine. And we got his car in the garage doing the clutch that Tom started working on for us earlier in the week, and with Tom's schedule and a few other crazy things, he hasn't been able to come back. So hopefully, Jeff, if you're out there watching, he will come by in the morning and hopefully help me work on this thing. How's the camera set up there? I let him mess with it. All right, I'm going to go back to turning the, or I can go the lights on, whichever. Either way. Waiting on Mike to show up from work. He gets off at 10:30, should be here any time now. Just white noise. No, I can hear you now. Good. Charlie says he can hear me. And can you hear us saying what on the soundboard? Can you hear that? You should be able to see the levels on number 2 on there, on the OBS screen. That's crap they were. We're trying to figure out the audio here. Well, if we could find a simple fix. Somehow we got something clicked wrong or unplugged or something, so I guess the only mic working will be me, so get used to hearing me. Waiting on Mike to show up. He was supposed to be here at 11 o'clock. It's 11:10. Must be in traffic or something. I guess I'll go ahead and turn the lane on, start throwing a few balls, and hopefully Mike will be here shortly. We got the twister pins in. Hopefully I get lots of deadwood tonight. Let's see. Let's try and figure out. Slam that rig down on the first ball. Round number 2. That is on, right? Maybe unplug that from it just to see if that might override it or something. You're not using that, are you? Okay. Well, I didn't know if maybe it might override the audio output or something. Let's see. We're going to put the blue mic back on. Or yellow mic, that is. Do you have any? Wake up. Then we can get some cubic of dead wood. Check to see. Oh yeah, okay. How did I get here? Your mic stopped working is very fuzzy. You didn't lose the red mic. Oh, you're oh, well, yeah, let me change my location. One. How about I switch it around to the front pocket here? Maybe it's working now. Hopefully. Can you hear me now clearly? Uh, it's not in my pocket. It's sitting there. All right, how about that? I got it flipped around out of my pocket, facing out. See how that sounds? Yep. We're getting a live call. Let's go live. Carly, you're live on YouTube. No. Can you hear the red one?
Sounds way better.
Okay, I'm being told by my video phone call here that she can't hear me on the red mic at all.
It's cutting in and out. I can hear you just fine.
Nothing with static. Well, really? Well, we switched over to OBS. We did test videos during the week, and everything was perfect.
There is static, but it sounds fine to me.
Well, we'll do with what we got tonight, so.
It'll be a short show.
OBS better. I'm gonna keep bowling here. I'm being yelled at, so. All right, thanks for the info. Yeah, we'll work on it during the week, but thanks for the input here real quick. I'll raise the mask unit for you. Thank you, Beth. All right, bye. Okay, we got a call from the field complaining about mic noise, but it sounds better. The strike. Let's see. See if we got Mike out here yet. No mic yet. Yeah, maybe turn the yellow one off. Let me turn off the receiver thing here. See if that does better. Ah, so the transmitter right next to the other one. Okay, now we got it. Oop. I sense Deadwood. Watching the driveway cam for Mike. We got the driveway camera here. Waiting to see Mike show up. There we go. Want to get back to the disco lights. There we go. Get some lights going. What? Okay. Almost Deadwood. All right, we have a message from Freeman. Mike was on work till 11 o'clock and is now leaving work. So, guess you got me by myself for about another 15 minutes or so. All right, did I talk about the car before or after I switched to the microphone that people could actually hear me? I don't remember. Come on. Nope. Start sitting on my, say what? Bowl with a pin, okay. All right, I can bowl with the pin. Let me check with the gallery here. Smuffy is watching. Smuffy owns the car that's in the garage. Let me type a quick message here. Okay. Telling Rod J what I did on the audio thing. That I had the transmitter from the yellow mic laying by the receiver of the red mic, so I guess that was causing the static. Too much. All right. Somebody says bowl with the pin. We'll bowl with the pin. Stand up. Oh. All right. Didn't have me on the right camera, but that's all right. Let me see if I can pick this up. A little backup ball action. Come on. Too little. Let's see. Beth called me. Oh, we're getting a message request. Good. Sorry, just checking messages here. Aaron cannot communicate tonight because somehow we lost the yellow and the sound effects, everything else. We don't know why. Oh yeah, I need to bowl with a pin, don't I? So Aaron is watching messages, so type to him. He'll type back to you. If you need to say anything, he'll tell me and I can relay the message. Oh yes, strike. Take that. All right.
Little light ball and throw it as hard as you can.
The light ball as hard as I can. All right. Going there with this light ball. It's got tiny itty bitty little finger holes. So I can kind of finger tip it and thumb tip it. Actually, I'll two finger it. It almost stopped. Aaron is watching comments and typing back to you. He just can't talk because somehow we lost the yellow system that we did have working. Let's get some dead wood. I need a pin up here.
After you do the spare, do a history.
Do a what?
Do a history.
History?
Where'd you get it? How did it
Oh.
come about?
Oh, okay. Almost. All right. Question from YouTube. Somebody's asked the history on the pin setter. From what I was told by Beth Meyer, she checked with her sources and information. She says that it was installed in Roselle, New York in 1956. Then somehow it left Roselle, New York, ended up in Riverside Baptist Church in Fort Worth, Texas around 1980, from what I understand from the building maintenance guy. And basically they installed 4 lanes upstairs in the rec building in the Riverside Baptist Church. And then about a couple of years ago, they decided they're gonna close the church and bulldoze the rec center. So they're gonna tear out the 4 lanes. I bought 3 of the pin setters, cut out the sections of lane that I needed. I think I got 7 different lane segments cut, which is pretty heavy. A 6-foot section of lane weighs easily 200 pounds maybe. It's heavy. So just barely something 2 people can carry. But I got the pin setter. I removed 3 of them. I sold them to a guy named Mark in North Carolina. Another guy down in Florida bought the other one. It's serial number 36. Well, it's a mix of serial numbers, but the main is 3690. But it's got a couple of slight variants on some of the components on the pin setter. But it was built in 1956. The one-to-one actually on the side of the cam has, I think it's April 1956. It has an actual date cast into the metal. But we started assembling it a little over 2 years ago. And it took about 2 months to put everything together, and just kind of had to create as I went, you know, kind of putting all the pieces together. The masking unit came off Craigslist out of a guy in Ohio. Had a couple of masking units. The ball return parts came out of Ohio as well from somebody else. The scoring system is Scoremore. Joachim has the Scoremore that he's created. He lives over in Sweden, and he does all the work. We've been working on it all week, trying to get all the little bugs worked out of it. It even goes to second ball in the 10th frame now. The twister pins, Josh from Plano, or Allen Bowl, brought over 2 cases. I think we got about 18 of them. And they're really good on deadwood. The Dick Shield came out of Ohio from another bowling center. I'm trying to think of what else I've got and where it came from. The Telescore there and sitting at came out of Ohio, along with the overhead screens. And there's a couple other deck shields up above. One, the left one with the B on it came out of Ohio. The one on the right, Brunswick Automatic, came from Amarillo, I believe. No deadwood. And also, we have the AMF triangle, and I forgot to relamp the number 4. The AMF Magic Triangle works with the Gold Crown masking in it. The pin finders work, the pathfinders work. Oh yeah, perfect strike. I'm going to put the transmitter back in my back pocket where it was to see. Foul lights. Jake, how are you, Jake? Let's see. Raise them. Ah, crap. Okay, I've moved it. I shouldn't have touched it. Putting the mic back in the front pocket. Number 3. Nope, 3's there. There we go. 3's back on. I just need to leave the transmitter in my front pocket and quit trying to move it. Oh yeah, raise the masking unit. Oh, I failed. I always walk along the very edge of the lane because I don't oil the outside boards. So I don't slip and fall if I walk up the edges. Let's see if I can pick up the 1, 2, 10 by hitting the 10. Nope, I just got deadwood. Let's see. Charlie. All right, I'll try the 6-pound ball again. Thought I did pretty good. I know Belmo, but. All right, orange ball. It just about stops the ball. You get the deadwood. There we go, fogging up. All right, catch the deadwood. Come on, yay, to the foul light. Let's see, let me check the driveway cam, see if we have Mike here yet. Strike with 2 balls, okay. You want to see me get deadwood with the 6-pound ball? I don't think that could ever happen. Check the Windows sound control panel quickly and make sure the soundboard didn't move to a different USB spot. Well, he didn't want to mess with it. I think it's more frustration. We're frustrated with the whole week. We're grumpy. We're a grumpy duo today.
And then I have a question for you after you do 2 balls.
Okay, he's got a question for me after 2 balls from the crowd. All right. 2 balls. How about a 0 count with 2 balls down the middle? Dang it, too late. All right, what's the question from the audience? Instead of what? It is an actual light with the photocell. It's got a light that goes across, or actually there's a light bulb on. Actually, I think I just heard a car. Let me check. Yay, Mike's here. He's walking around to the door. All right, let's all applaud for Mike as he walks in. There he is. Come on in if you can get in here. All right, give him some light here so he didn't trip and fall. Oh yeah, we've been on since 11.
Okay.
We're having audio issues, so I got the only live mic right now.
All right.
Everything's being temperamental. It's a temperamental week.
I see.
I don't think I need to explain much, do I?
No.
And I have root beers, orange. No, yep, there is an orange in there if you want one. Deadwood.
Oh. Damn.
Almost.
Foul.
Foul. All right, I got my 710. Are you looking at my balls again?
Yeah, I am.
How do you like those?
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, even the smaller one. Came with 3 balls, 2 pins,
Oh, wow.
and they are like, I don't know if you can look at them and give me any guess on your what do you think? There are 3 2-hole bowling balls. The pins don't really have it. I'll have to show everybody what I got. Actually, that'd be good for a Q&A session.
Yeah, they're light, whatever they are.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
They look. All right, I'm throwing a ball. Be rake. All right, Mike is here. He's been at work. He looks thrilled to be here. Huh? I think it'll work. It may or may not, so I'm trying to get the Dr. Pepper machine. All the gates have to be completely down. That one may not, yeah. That one, come on. Hey, it worked. Push the, yeah. See what you think of the taste of that. Tom had one the other day and he said it tasted like turpentine, but it could have just been all the brake dust he had.
It's alright.
Okay, good. I had one, I thought it was all right. All right, I need to leave a pin so I can pick up my 710 split up here. That'll work.
You have lane oil out there?
Yeah, there's a little, it's in the middle. Oh, it's weird, look at it. I didn't notice this before, but it glows. Do what? Oh, turn it back off, okay. But I actually streamed it, and then you can see the puddle of oil actually glows. Just careful where you're walking around there with the stuff. Dang it. All right, you want to take a turn beating him?
Sure.
I'll just lean against Smuffy's car here. You want me to move the pins, or are you okay with them there? Okay. AMF triangle says the 7. 4's burned out. I forgot to relamp it. Forgot to relamp the number 4 on the AMF triangle. Dang it. I know, it says, this is what it used to look like back in the 60s when you go bowling. The twisters glow, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, let me do a swap out. I gotta unplug the actual deck light and turn on the black light here. Ready to try a game? All right, we're gonna bowl a game and try out.
These dudes up here.
What's that? Oh yeah, go and slide them back, I guess. And if you need to reset it, okay, you did good. Show max score. Show score difference, all right. We're on Score now. The new Score location, right there.
Oh, right there. Oh, right there.
The actual board is located right here under the foul light. You can barely see down the lane. Let's see how it works. 8. Nah. I think we're going to have to put the white light back on for the scoring. Yeah. You can go, we'll try it and see, but we have to swap it out. Spare, we got a spare. Slowing outside always leaves a split.
Yep.
to turn the lights back on. The
Well,
white lights. After I pick up my split. Yes, thank you very much. Hey, that counts. I got it. All right, after the first frame, we're tied. I'm gonna get a bottle of water. Would you like the water?
no.
Stepping inside for a bottle of water. If I'm still on. Hi, kitty. Mr. Pumpkin Kitty's sitting here wondering what's going on. All this noise in the garage. All right, we're back. What did we get? Uh-oh. No, don't start that up again. There we go. That's weird. Come on. Oh, come on. Gave it a hiccup or something. Advance scored once and then stopped. I'll check the connectivity. Got any questions from anybody? Anybody ask anything? Not much.
They found Mr. Bill.
Ah, Mr. Bill has been spotted. Oh, that was close. What? Why are you doing me? Oh, you know what? I think so.
That's what it's seeing is white.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably seeing the white down there across the whole thing. Schmack. It's still acting weird. Why is the door opening? Oh, okay. All of a sudden our garage door is opening. Oh yeah.
Boy.
Gave you a 0. We're gonna wake the neighbors up here. We're gonna come out and it's like, honey, I hear people bowling. I know I hear a bowling alley. Another 0. What the hell? Oh, it didn't even go to you. Okay, and menu, player, change turn, player 2. Oh, I got it straight just now, didn't I? All right. There we go. Mega spot machines and score order don't mix. Should be clearing out. Oh my god. Close. 0? What the heck? Oh, hang on. Okay.
Right, that didn't bump.
I think it's something more than that. I'm gonna go and close them.
Yeah.
That helped clear it out. I think it may. I don't know. Boom! Come on, give me a strike. 0.
What the heck?
Let me test the feature here. Edit. I think it's edit frame. No. I knew there was a way to. Yeah, forget. Alright, let's see, I gotta change terms, menu, player, change term, player 1, there we go. You're up. It is. Must strike. Oh yeah, and he carries the strike.
Barely gets the 8-10 out.
No, I saw an 8-10 there. Right. Okay. I can play a score more all week and it's perfect. Then we get over here and do this on camera and it acts up. Oh, come on. Hey, I got a 0. Well, actually, unplug the camera.
Unplug it?
Yeah, and then give it a few seconds, plug it back in. Maybe resetting the camera might help it out. Dang it. Hey, there we go.
There we are.
I think we got the camera back. Not sure. Anything from the crowd? Anything to talk about? About what? Oh yeah. Did it?
Yep.
Okay. So unplugging the camera, plugging it back in, get the camera going again. It may not have been the fog to begin with then. Oh, what was that you're saying?
8-10. So damn amp.
Oh, no, I got a strike.
So damn amp like
Player. There we go. For some reason I thought I should have had a strike. Oh, I can get this too.
Oh no!
Dang it. I said I can't get this. They gave it to me. I thought I should have had it. But the door has been opened. Oh,
no.
slam the door closed.
Man, that just.
Okay, let me,
Did that even move?
I didn't see it move.
I mean, it's just. I don't.
Hang on one second, let me get the. Alright, let me get back here and do a little camera work here. Oops. You got the amateur taking over the camera here. Did it hit a E and arrow over and hit 1 on it?
Where'd I put the
Oh, I get it.
eyeball?
I can't see it.
Oh, there they are.
Here, up, over, 1.
Okay.
There we go. Ooh. Ah, all right. Okay. I know. We need some deadwood. It's been a while. Speaking of a chance for deadwood, And straight. I'm gonna check my camera alignment. Maybe my camera alignment is off. If that makes sense. There we go. Let me see what camera I've got to sit to right now. Alright, I'm gonna go to that one. We lost our videographer momentarily. He's coming out the door now. All good? See anything yet?
Oh!
What the heck? I think I just hit it too good.
I just hit it too good. No, that doesn't sound right.
I'm just that awesome. Let me check.
That could have been ugly.
Yeah, I know, it's like a big old turd fall.
Let me see here. Well, hang on one sec here. So this actually, are you on the scoring thing? Okay. It's not saying something, what the camera's cutting out.
There it is. There it was. Oh,
Alright, let me give it a 9. Let me reboot the camera. We have to try a new cord on the camera or something. Alright, oh, we gotta switch. I've been moving cameras around all week and wires. Oops. Hit the wrong thing here. Player, change turn. And I may have, you need to change a cable or two. It's too late.
I know, I just knew when I let go of it. I was like, damn.
But it saw it this time, you got a spare.
Follow it.
Let me see here. We are neck and neck.
Pretty much.
Tell Jake, Aaron says.
Aaron says me too, Jake. Are you talking about how awesome our bowling ability is? Oh. Come on! That was in the pocket. Hey, it gave me a strike, so. Something with that cable on the camera. Let's see how the Cubicas do on Deadwood ability. There are no twisters, but
Like that.
there we go.
I think the key to that is
That one needs a little magic eraser.
yeah, it's been
Foul. You ever see how dirty these pins are? Like tried a thing called the magic eraser by, who makes it? Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean.
Vernon's the one that told me about doing this.
Yeah, Josh Burnham at Allen Bowl. It will clean this pin and make it almost white all over again. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Try it out sometime on your pins. Oh, that could have been ugly.
Could have been really cool if it had rolled them all.
Say what? Yes.
Go back to the camera configuration to have it reconnect.
Okay. So let's see what settings, camera.
But you didn't disconnect.
Oh, I need to go in here? And then what, calibrate? Oh, I need a full set of pins. Yeah, right? Now it's not seeing anything, so it's... Oh, it got out. All right, let me, Hey, look, there I am. All right. It's showing to be on now. We need a new cord. I've got a shorter one. Ooh, splat. Greek church. 5. We got a camera. We're working again.
Caught the bottom of the deck.
What is? Yeah, I forgot to relamp the floor this week. All right. I'm gonna try to get it the correct way. Slide the 6 into the 9. Hopefully the 9 will push the 4 or the 6 across into the 4-7. Oh, come on! I called it.
Close.
What's that?
But now we know
Who's gonna win? Ah, hell. Well, he's still got a mark. Yeah, mark in a 6. He could leave the Greek church for me and let me strike out and beat him. Not gonna happen. Oh! That shouldn't count. That shouldn't count. 10 goes behind the lanes out of bounds. Can you make the Mazda go lane surfing? I wish I could. Smuff. Yes. Yeah, it did. The fog is making too bright. Fouling is underrated. I know fouling is underrated. And Beth, can you please turn on the regular lights? We got the regular lights. I'm just now checking my messages. The cable isn't the problem with the camera. When you unplug the camera, reconnect, it freezes. Okay, but we got it going now. Hopefully it won't fire out. This terminology from Mark Larson. If David is out there, David H. Well, since I'm lost, I'm going for a crazy deadwood here.
There it is.
Come on! Oh, come on! Oh! It could have got there, rolled out, and got my pin. All right. Deadwood.
That was impressive.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. What? Well, there we go. We'll do some split shooting, or do you want to go the game? Does anybody have any questions they would like, or do you want to take a few minutes and do a little Q&A with people?
talk about your pins and
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You want to grab a chair there. We'll talk here for, oh, look, we got the black lights going. I'll show you my, kill the fan, yes. All right. What would anybody like to know, talk about, see, or hear? I got a show and tell here from, I think it was up in Minnesota. I think it was Minnesota. Oh, can you hit me those balls? Here's one.
Mary, give me those balls.
Here is a tiny little ball. It's a 2-fingered bowling ball. Then it got a little bit bigger. It's like there's supposed to be an insert inside this ball. They can't see me at all, can they? We're too far away. Okay, and then we got this ball, which is a little bit bigger. And I found them on Craigslist, and the guy, I mailed him the check. He held them as 3 balls and 2 pins. This pin is
Nightmare of a day.
this pin is pretty well. I mean, it's like layered, coming apart there. You don't see any logos or anything on this, do
I
you?
didn't see anything.
Hold
Wow.
it closer to the camera.
Actually, here, let me scoot up a little bit more here. Mike, would you like to examine the new acquisitions here and see if you have any info on them? Anything you notice?
They didn't have a base in them.
Yeah, they don't.
For sure. They were
They've
base.
got to be at least 100 years old. Here's one of the balls here. It's not as big as the regular ball. It's probably an inch smaller. And it used to have like an insert here and an insert here, the way it looks like, but the insert's missing. And then this one here, how much smaller it is. I don't know if somebody just made these or what, but here's the pin. It's pretty well roached. And there's no base on it. It's actually got the hole in it,
Yeah.
but there's no logos or anything on it. And then this pin here, you would definitely, if you dragged your hand on it, you'd be screaming and getting a pair of tweezers. So, I don't know, they're
Rep wants to know, is that the stuff Roy Munson practiced with as a kid?
That's what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. I was thinking, is that off the set?
Roy Munson, yes, from Kingpin. The question was, is that what Roy Munson was bowling with outside the
This one looks
dad's?
like it has an insert.
Oh yeah, there is like
May
a,
have been plugged or something.
maybe the ball got damaged and they drilled out a damaged spot. Yeah, it looks like maybe a chunk of the ball came out and they did like a wood repair on it or something.
Like someone's hole got too loose.
It's like the hole got too loose and someone had to plug the hole and there's jokes there. But yeah, the comment was that these look like what Roy Munson was bowling on in Kingpin outside the dad's gas station as a kid. We just watched that movie a few weeks ago. Aaron had never seen that movie before. So we've now watched Kingpin. Now I got to get him to watch The Big Lebowski. That'll be another good one.
How many years have you bowled?
How many years have I bowled? I started when I was in, I think, 3rd grade at Town North Lanes at Spring Valley in 75.
How long ago was that?
That was just a few years ago when I was in 3rd grade. I'll have to do the math on that.
Yeah.
What do you remember about Town North?
It was
Closed?
16 lane.
Let me do a little. Let me take the mic out here. Since for some reason we have one mic tonight, so what do you know?
Town North was a 16 lane AMF center. It had in the end it had 8270s.
At the end?
Well, I mean, they had 30s when they originally opened.
They had 30s and changed them for 70s.
Right.
Okay.
And of all the houses that had 8270s, it was the only one that had the little plate on the front that said 8270.
Really?
Yeah. There's said that. And Greg Cathy was the head mechanic there for a good while.
I remember. I only bowled there. I think only about 6 months or so, and I got into junior league. There's 4 of us on Saturday in junior league. Hold it back. Okay. There's only 4 of us in junior league when I was bowling over there. Then I moved over to Bowlerland, which basically packed the house on Saturday mornings.
Yeah. My grandmother told me that when they, I guess I don't know what year my grandmother and grandfather moved to Dallas, but they lived over on South Versailles, which was right off of Lemon and Inwood. So they bowled at Cotton Bowling Palace. When they moved over into Preston Hollow, they still bowled at Cotton Bowling Palace and I guess Town North, because Preston Forest wasn't quite around yet.
That's right, Preston Forest. Let me see. Where was that located?
Did that bowling alley have Magic Triangle?
It had, which Town North? Town North had the Mod 4 masking units.
Is that what I have on the wall?
No, you've got Streamlane 21.
Okay.
This was the one after that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it had the kind of
Yeah,
indented triangles and
the
rigid-
gold.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It was blue, and it had the blue Y-track returns. You know, the big kind of longer AMF, not the Sure picks that were short and had the little real
The Y-
squat.
The Y shape.
tracks. Yeah, were Y-shaped. Yeah.
Okay.
And it closed. I guess it closed in the, I don't know, about the time AMF or well now AMF Richardson, but Triangle Richardson opened.
Well, I know it was open in '85.
Yeah.
And I think may have been '85, '86 when Town North closed.
Yeah, exactly.
And now it's bulldozed, and there's no signs of it left anymore.
The only thing that remains that you can tell of that building was they had a like a little thing for their dumpster, like a brick wall,
Yeah.
and that's still there.
Really?
Yeah, but that's it. They even had I think they even had a pin hut out there,
Oh wow.
but it's gone.
But
too.
that's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
When did the Brunswick Red Crown come out?
The question is, when did the Brunswick Red Crown come out? Are we talking about the Red Crown? Red Crown? Too far away.
oh.
The red. I guess the
Well-
Red Crown would have been.
Yeah,
First.
I want to say it was around 1974 or 5 that one came out. Because I've gone back and looked at the Firestone, like PBA shows, and I know there's one from '74 up at I think Edison Lanes in New Jersey. They had mixers, and it was 1974. So I'm sure the Red Crown was making its way in. But I remember as a kid in 1976, Big Town Lane still having Score King 50s. But of course, Score King 50s were indestructible. So
Right. Which is why we still have about 30 of them here that we're using that came out of the church in Fort Worth,
yeah.
where the pin setter came out of.
Do you remember if that bowling alley had spare makers?
Did the bowling alley have spare makers?
Town North, I don't know if it did. I can't remember. I remember the pindication worked, but I don't remember arrows or anything. But I know, like, when you left something, it showed, what you left.
Very cool.
But,
There's
yeah.
supposedly leisure lanes, I think, that Rod J said down in
Giddings.
Giddings. So we may have to go down there one day and, well, whenever they're open and see.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the Mod 4, if they have the pool ball looking ones like Allen
Oh,
opened with.
it is the pool ball ones.
Okay.
Tell James to message us on Facebook.
Hey, James, could you message us on Facebook? Relaying a message since Mike has no microphone.
Oh, okay.
So this is it. We had everything hooked up, and for some reason it's being temperamental. So, yeah. We're-
What is your favorite kind of root beer?
My favorite kind of root beer, and do you have a favorite kind of root beer?
I do not like root beer.
What?
I know. It's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
But
A&W. I think A&W is probably my favorite. I'm not too picky. I know IBC is more common, but I am a fan of A&W root beer. I think that's just a Texas thing.
yeah,
Mike doesn't like root beer. Oh my God.
I've gotten, I guess when we started coming over in bowling, you had those Dublin orange cream soda
Oh,
with
yeah.
Dreamsicle in a bottle. That's the best. Their grape soda is really good too.
Yeah. We went out there. Timmy Shea that I work with, his wife Kara.
People may not appreciate you calling that person.
Well, I'm not sure that he's wanted. Okay. A guy that I work with named, we'll just call him Jimmy J. We drove out to Dublin where Dr. Pepper used to bottle the actual Dr. Pepper until they were an independent bottler where I guess it was originally when they opened up about 1900 or something, like long time ago. Well, they're but if you're from Texas, you know the story. But they bottled the actual Dr. Pepper using pure cane sugar, which everybody else had gone to the corn syrup. So the Dr. Pepper plant was the only one around making it, and I guess they started selling it to more and more grocery stores and went out of the boundaries. And Dr. Pepper evidently ignored it for a while, and then corporate got involved and shut them down. I mean, you could still go out there and go on a tour and watch the old bottling machine still work to this day. They don't use it, but it's there for demonstration. But they actually started their own line of Dublin Bottle Works sodas,
Yeah.
and you can go in any grocery store and usually around here and find them. So
But I thought I bought some Dr. Peppers that were.
well, Dr. Pepper corporate took it over and started doing it.
Oh,
They started making them, but they don't make them in Dublin like they were.
I got you.
That's corporate made now.
Okay.
That's a Texas thing.
So, Brett says there's a place 40 minutes north of
Is that the Edison lanes? Isn't that the one that started with like 50 or 60 and then they doubled it? And I was reading a thing on that where they opened is like 50 or 60 lanes, and I guess they're doing so well they went to like 100 lanes.
Yeah,
That's just insane.
in the Pro Bowlers Tour telecast, I know I think there may be some couple from there, but I know there's one where it looked like Crown Imperial, the masking unit before the Gold Crown. But in the one that was from 1974, I can't remember if they changed to double Gold Crown or what. I'd have to.
And
look
this
it
is
up.
Edison lanes you're
Yeah,
talking
it's
about?
Edison lanes, yeah.
Okay.
And I remember Chris Schenkel was doing the commentating. I don't remember.
He did that back in like I think in the 50s. There's some like bowling like from the like 50s, you know, like 56, 57 is Chris Schenkel. I mean, young, dark-haired,
Yep.
way before. And I think Bo Burton, Nelson Burton Jr. Back when he was like probably
20 something.
yeah when he first started.
You know, go ahead.
Where in Ohio did the deck shield come from?
Where in Ohio did the deck shield come from? It came from a bowling alley in Cleveland, Ohio, from some pin setters that were no longer being used, and I was able to find the best one that I could find on the pin setter and took it off.
I already sort of answered this, but what do you think of the new string pin setters?
I hate string. I know that the best tool for a string pin setter, you only need one tool on the back wall for a string pin setter is a pair of scissors.
Son Chop.
That may have been from Charlie, I'm guessing. No, not from. Okay,
That
not
was
a
Bill Bird.
Bill Bird. Asking about string pin setters. I don't know. I just don't like them. I mean, there's no way you can have like a strike with the head pin coming off the 7-pin wall going across the lane and just whacking the 10. Where you think you leave a 10, and you just like one just comes over and just nails it. Strings just can't do that.
There's something on YouTube where they were having a PBA something, and I was actually surprised at how much the pins could move around. Like someone bounced one out of the pit, and it came up, and I was like, oh. But I don't know. I've never seen them, and I've seen them in videos, but I've never seen them in person. But I think someone made a point, and I saw in a discussion about I don't know, one of the Brunswick A2 jetback groups on a Facebook or whatever. They were saying that because the same pins are always in the 1 and 3 and 2, you have to move them because
They
those
get
pins
beat
are
to
going to
hell.
get the hell beat out of them more so than some of the others. So like this, I mean, this pin, it moves around in the machine, so it's never in the same place.
Hadn't thought about that.
But yeah, I didn't think about that either. But then I thought, well, that makes sense because it stays in the same spot. It doesn't move
But
around.
for the time and the money you waste pulling out good pin setters like the Brunswick A or A2 and buying a string machine, take that money, overhaul your pin setter, treat it right, and leave it alone and employ somebody to work on the thing and quit removing Brunswick pin setters. It's a crime.
So I have a good question.
We have a good question.
How did you come up with the idea of creating a bowling alley in the garage?
Oh God.
That's from Jake.
Okay, Jake. The question is, how did we come about with a bowling alley in the garage? We built a 4-car garage on the back of the house back about 4.5 years ago, and did not have a bowling alley in the garage.
Nor was it in the plan.
Nor was it in the plans. So then I go to work one night back in, I think it was about November 2017, if I am correct. And I get this phone call at work. Or is it a text message? I think it was a phone call.
During the day.
No,
What- it was
this
at
was
night?
at work. I was at work
Okay.
because this person sitting next to me contacts me at work is like, hey, there's this bowling alley in a church in Fort Worth and they're closing down and everything's for sale. And I looked at the ad. It was on, what is that website? The,
Hey, they're not paying us.
Oh,
yeah, well, it was on a website. I can't remember anyways, it was somebody advertising on there. So anyways, I went over there with Aaron and we looked at everything and I saw the pin setters. It was like immediately like, oh my God.
And once I saw him, and then I
Drool running down his face.
I drooled. I probably drooled a little bit, yes. But I pretty much was the only person who made an offer on the pin setters, so I got them for pretty much nothing except the cost of having to have a guy bring a crew to come over, disassemble, and remove.
And carry them downstairs.
And they carried them down a flight of stairs in pieces, and
Well-
I didn't watch.
Well, let me tell you how that came about. So my friend Dennis McNerney.
Boltec.
Oh no, well, Dennis McNerney is a friend of mine out in California. He's in the L.A. area. He's has his own business where he goes around and fixes pin setters at private bowling centers. Be it the Salvation Armies have bowling centers in some of their places, houses. There's a place in, I don't know, one of the houses he works at has a pair of A2s with star shields. But anyway, Dennis called me from California and said, "Hey, do you know of a bowling alley in Fort Worth, or a church that has a bowling alley in it in Fort Worth?" And I said,
And the two of us have known each other since like 1980 something.
Yeah.
We've driven. Neither of us knew about this bowling alley.
The only church I knew in Fort Worth that had a bowling alley was First Methodist Church downtown. They had A2s. They took the A2s out and put in semi-automatics, and then they took the semi-automatics out, and I think the bowling alley's gone completely. But outside of First Methodist Fort Worth, I never knew of any other church having them. And there was this, what was it? I don't remember the name of the church, but my friend Dennis said they've got 4 lanes and it's A2s and Gold Crown stuff. And I was like, really? So I called the guy and, I told him, I said, well, I don't have any place to put that. And so
But I wonder who does.
Well, I didn't know that you did. I called you because I thought, well, what do you think? I mean, what, I thought maybe he'd have some bright ideas, maybe what to do with them. And then
I don't know, an airplane hangar.
little did I know he was going to take them all.
Well, I got 3 out of 4,
Well, yeah.
which is better than nothing. But I actually got 3 out, and 2 of them went on to other people that are trying to build a bowling alley in their own home too. So hopefully 3 out of 4 pin setters will continue to live on as they should.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a shock that place existed.
Yeah, we'd driven probably by it.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it wasn't half a mile off the highway.
No, And, years ago, First Baptist Dallas had 4 lanes with AMF 8230s. My friend George, longtime family friend George Best, was a member of First Baptist forever, and he told me, "Oh yeah, we've got a bowling alley in the rec building." Well, he took me down there. I guess my mom and dad and I went down there, and we bowled, and they had the 8230s, overlane ball returns. They had the AMF Streamlane masking units, the old one, the ones like Glenn Hendricks has at Kincliff.
That I'm trying to get picked up right now. I want to get one.
And
And if so, I will have one on the wall.
Anyway, so, and I remember when we went in there to bowl, they had just put in some, I guess, fairly new Brunswick, they were new Brunswick mixers. And
What year was this, do you think?
like 79.
Oh, wow.
I mean, so anyway, but I remember going in there and bowling, and it was fun. Then I went back another time. We went back with George. It was just a friend of mine from school and I went, and I had my own ball and was throwing it, and it got stuck back there, and I could see what had happened. One of the pins had gotten in the little trap door, because on the AMF machine you have a trap door on the side. There's something that's supposed to keep that from happening, but a pin got in there, and I remember the mixers were very well beaten. Well, the 8230s had not been kind to them, and I think they were just dirty too. But I noticed that Brunswick Durakings had gotten mixed in the picture, and so I remember asking the guy if I could have one of the Durakings, and he was like, "Well, no," and blah 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 blah. So whatever. So my ball gets stuck back there, And he says, "Oh, we'll just get another one." I said, "No, that's my ball. I'm not leaving without it." And he said, "Well, you'll have to come back when we get someone to get it out." I'm like, "The hell I am," you know. And so, I was probably a punk about 11 or 12, and I mean, I'd seen enough to know, okay, I can see what's going on back here. So I went back there. I figured out how to turn it off, and guess which pin it was in the trap door? A DuraKing.
You should have snagged that
I did.
pin.
So that was my charges for getting my own ball out.
And where is that DuraKing now?
I don't know. It was pretty. It had turned not yellow, but kind of a brown. It was like yours up there. It's yellowish.
So you're talking about the one with the old like King logo on it? Oh,
no, it
oh.
wasn't one of those.
You're talking about a
It was
B
one of those,
DuraKing.
like the B. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so I got that, and
Aaron's
wish I'd
gotten a fresh drink.
I wish I'd gone down there another time because do you remember Marshall Medlin?
Oh my God! Why do I know the name Marshall
He used to bowl
Medlin?
at Don Carter East all the time.
Oh,
And now he bowls at Atlanta Super Bowl. He made me have
wow.
part of that, partnership in that center, but whatever. But Marshall Medlin went to church there, and I remember him saying they went down there one night and kind of walled the lanes up and bowled. So I wish I'd gone down there again because I know in that room there was just tons of Score Kings and B DuraKings. But the funny thing about the Score Kings, they were too light. So on the ABC, where you've got the little dot on the front, it was cut out, and on the bird where it said ABC, it had another cutout, meaning they weren't approved because they were too light.
I think I saw one of those over at James's the other day. It had the circle in the bottom of the B where they cut out the ABC
Yeah.
approval
That
thing.
might be that pin.
Might be that pin.
But the DuraKings were not.
Rob, what exactly don't you like about the GSX model?
What exactly do I not like about the GSX models? They're not an A or an A2 pin setter. They're plastic crap computers.
Not a fan, but I'm curious to hear your.
I'm just a fan of the Brunswick technology and a mechanical pin setter that had nothing wrong with it, that worked just fine, and it's too much like an AMF pin setter, which I will give AMF credit. The 8270 is a very good pin setter. I'm sorry, it's a pin spotter with a sweep. Get the right terminology. But it's computerized. I hear people, complain about the plastic parts, and I know the way Brunswick made machines later on, they made them where they would wear out because the older stuff wouldn't break. So exactly, and you can't sell parts to somebody. So if they don't break, you don't have to fix it. So if you make parts to break, then you can sell new parts. As I remember when we worked at Don Carter's, the turn pan cams, those things would break all the time, and they're this thin
Yeah.
gray stamped steel. And then I would look at one like at the orphanage when we worked at the orphanage, and it was probably 50% thicker, and it was green. I remember that, and the end was like worn off of it because it had been in there so long, but it would never break.
Right.
But you go to Don Carter's where they have the new ones,
Smack is like there'd be it always
Yeah.
broke right just beside the bullet.
and they would break, and you'd have to go in and change those out because you start getting turn pan jams and stuff. So Brunswick made an old pin setter that worked just fine. It's all mechanical. There's no computer to it. I'm just fascinated by it. A GSX machine is too robotic, too different, and I'm just a fan of the old original Brunswick pin setter.
Rep says Brunswick didn't even design the GS.
No, it's from
They
Sweden.
bought the rights to it.
Oh, really? Brunswick didn't design the GSX pin setter?
No, I think it was Sweden.
Sweden?
I think.
Okay, I keep forgetting to do this every week. If everybody watching, where is everybody from? If you would comment, and Aaron is watching, comments. I'm just curious who's watching and where everybody's located tonight.
Game show host, aka Jake, asked, "Do you like to go around the world to try different bowling alleys?"
We have gone a lot of places, Aaron and I. I work for a major airline. I won't say which one, but it is a major airline. And it has given us the opportunity to go to places like Tokyo and Australia, Hong Kong, Thailand, London. Anyways, But you know what? I have never gone bowling in any of these places that I've gone to. Oh, we did. We went to Turkey.
Antalya, Turkey.
We went
No,
to
Ankara.
Ankara, Turkey. Aaron's mom had gone there. Her husband was working for Lockheed, and they went to Turkey for about a year and a half or so. And we flew over there to visit them, because I figure, how often are you ever going to get a chance to go to Turkey? Which, you know, Turkey borders on Iraq, so we were close.
Right in the heat of things.
Oh yeah, we showed up at 2:00 in the morning. And Aaron's worried. He said, "My mom, I hope they're there. I hope they're." I was like, "Aaron, we flew halfway around the world. They're gonna be there. Don't worry. We're getting off the plane. We walk out. We get through customs. We walk outside. There's nobody there to meet us at the airport. They got the AM and the PM backwards, so we had to call Aaron's dad at like 4 in the morning over there to call his mom in Turkey to tell her to come pick us up at the airport. So." But we went bowling while we were there, and I bowled like, I've got the score sheet in there. I bowled like a 256 with a house ball
And house shoes.
and house shoes. And I don't remember anything about the. I know it wasn't a, like.
The score sheet somewhere.
Yeah, it's in on the dresser.
It wasn't Brunswick, or you don't remember?
God, I think it was GSX. It was not Brunswick like A or A2. It had to have been like a newer pin setter. It wasn't.
It was like black light, except they had the lights on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, here's the thing about the back to the GSX and stuff. I mean, I have friends that work on both, and I have one friend who's what was his? I think his license plate was A2 something. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, he works at a center that has GSXs, and he likes them. I mean, I myself, I think they sound like a pachinko machine because they've got the extra pin runs through the machine.
Pachinko. The pachinko machine.
It
Over
runs
in the
through,
corner.
so you hear this clink, clink, you know, as the pin runs through. And I don't know. I'm like you. I like the A2s. It's like,
Let me see. Does it sound like?
uh-oh.
Let's check the sound effect here. All right. Does it sound like?
Hey, that's really red.
Oh, a little too loud. All right.
Okay, we have people checking in.
We have people checking in. Where are we from tonight?
Rep 2369 is from the armpit of the U.S.
The armpit of the U.S. Rep 2369, New Jersey. Where do you bowl in New Jersey?
Chris S. is from Milwaukee.
Chris S. from Milwaukee.
Abe Scott from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Bill Bird is in Massachusetts.
Bill Bird in Massachusetts. How many of y'all are first-time people too? Curious, because this is the second time we've ever done a late night Sunday, and our second time we've ever stopped in the middle just to talk. So,
Amflight is from Singapore.
Amflight from Singapore. All right, you win.
Furthest away.
Furthest away.
Bill Bird said the new machines are kind of like new cars, plastic and computers.
Plastic and computers. That's the thing. Okay, this is a 1956 Brunswick pin setter. It's 60 whatever years old. In 60 years, come find that GSX pin setter and tell me if it's still running. Not gonna happen.
Did or do you fly planes?
Did I or do I fly planes? Yes, I do. I actually have my pilot's license. I have a Beechcraft Bonanza. It is at Addison Airport, and hopefully, if we can get some paperwork together on the plane on some recent work that we've done, it'll be flyable, and maybe we can do a live video from the airplane one day, as much as it'll go.
Host, which is Jay, says, I've seen your videos, but never live.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for checking in live to us.
Gotta say who you're talking
Game show. What was it?
about. Show host, aka Jake.
Game show host, aka Jake.
Abe,
If you have any video suggestions, let me know. I always try to make something new.
Abe Scott, longtime watcher, first time in chat.
All right.
You have to repeat who.
Oh, what was the name?
You mean Abe Scott.
Ape Scott. Longtime watcher, first time chatter. really? So I was wondering when they open up Reno,
Yeah.
what did they didn't have A2s, and when they opened, they put in GS.
I put in GSX machines.
GSX machines.
Yeah.
And they've already worn out and they've had to replace them with new machines.
By the way, Reno is a dump. The
Yeah.
whole city, not just the bowling.
Yeah, Aaron says Reno is a dump, the whole city, not just the bowling alley. There's a lot of homeless people there. I remember when we bowled nationals there a couple of years ago, we had to walk from the casino to the bowling thing, and you'd be approached by homeless people. They're hanging out. I mean, I guess they knew that a lot of people from out of town were there, so they were.
And the casinos were dumps.
Eh,
None of them were particularly nice.
well, we had fun. It was what it was.
Chris S., is your pin setter an original A or a converted A2?
Chris S. asked if the pin setter's an original A or converted. It is converted from what Beth Meyer shows.
They're saying for info.
Well, it was evidently is converted though. It was an A originally. It's serial number 3690, so it was built as an A originally, but it did get converted. It's still got the original deck lowering link on it, but it has the A2 cushion, A2 triggering system, and all that.
Kickbacks are lower.
Yeah, the kickbacks are low. It has the addition little things put in the mounts.
Right.
Do you know the guy in Texas that repossesses airplanes?
Oh,
Thankfully, we've never.
actually, yes. I don't know the guy, but he is. I've got a friend of mine that I work with, who lives at McKinney Aero Country Airport. Have you ever
Right.
been to Aero Country? It's over there off of 380 in Custer, isn't it?
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah. Evidently, he has he's there on the field. I guess he's pretty proud of himself, and but he's got like a flying group, and I think they all work on airplanes. It's got like teenagers, I guess, in high school, and they take a plane and they, I think, get like a junk airplane, they refurb it and make it flyable again, and
Wasn't his group the one that took off and went?
yeah,
to
one
the
of.
house?
I don't know if that was no. I think that was just. I don't know if it was, but they did have a student pilot that died in a plane there about a year or two ago. One of the planes they've been working on that crashed. I think they ran out of fuel or something.
Yeah.
There's some
But-
guy, Mr. Bowl 14, says he's in Washington.
The what? Mr. Bowl 14.
Yeah. And we don't know who that is.
Yeah, who is Mr. Bowl 14? I'll have to ask Charlie, see if he knows who that is.
Washington.
That's Charlie.
GS92s had opened in 95. They took the 60 lanes from Vegas Nationals and installed them in Reno with an additional 18. All 78 were replaced in 2010.
They had a bowling stadium in Vegas.
Where you do Nationals in Vegas.
Oh, they took the ones that they would, the mobile machines.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know they have a set of machines they have to like go and set up nationals. I don't know if you're not familiar with nationals, where they find like
Venue.
a venue, like a big.
Excuse me.
I can't think of the word.
Like a
But they,
convention center.
yeah, convention center, and they
Big
go in and will set
auditorium.
up like a 60-lane bowling alley for nationals, which runs usually about 6 or 7 months. Starts like in February and runs through July normally, and they set up an entire bowling alley in there from scratch, and they do that every other year. One year they do it in Reno, and then the next year they set up in another city somewhere around the U.S.
So far, the best venue for Nationals, in my opinion, was El Paso.
El Paso was good. I did like that.
I thought.
Except they didn't that where they kind of came in and like were shutting us down like late at night and blocking up the bathrooms and
Well, yeah, but that was just because it was nearing like 2 in the morning.
yeah, we're on like the last.
Oh, really?
Charlie says there's a 4-lane private training facility near me. I'm assuming with GSX. Only been open 8 months. They're already starting to have bowlers.
So 8-month-old pin setters. Well, I don't know where they were before, but still. 4-lane
Well,
setter.
Huh. I know at Nationals, who was it?
Have you ever won nationals?
I have not.
Really?
I have not. But I know that, what was it, a friend of mine told me he bought pins from Nationals. I guess they get pins and they only use them so long, they rotate them in and out. So I guess they keep them pretty fresh. So they may use them for like a couple weeks or so, and then they take them out, and then AMF sold them to them cheaper than
Send us a couple boxes.
Yeah, send us a couple of boxes.
we prefer red rings. Oh,
Yes.
sorry,
Red instead
red
of the
stripes.
glow.
Man, well, you know, glows
Ron
are
J
boring.
says he came across the channel before we took a 10-month break, back when the videos were mislabeled as a jetpack instead of A2.
Well, I didn't know. I just. Oh, he's talking about mine, right? Rod J. Yeah, I was calling it a jetback, and then I was corrected. I always thought a jetback was an A converted, but I guess there's a jetback conversion and an A2 conversion. I didn't. I thought an A2 was built A2 and a jetback was a converted A, but evidently there's an A2 conversion and a jetback conversion. So
Jake, goodbye and good night.
goodbye and good night, Jake. But
Bill
thanks for
Burr,
watching.
How labor intensive is it to assemble the lane in convention centers?
Ooh, I don't know.
Oh, I wouldn't.
They have crews that go in and do that crap.
And I'm sure they have it built where
Yeah.
there's got to be like,
Probably down to a science.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
Like
exactly.
scoot the machine in, throw
Yeah.
the lanes down.
yeah, they have to have everything like labeled, I guess. But I'm sure they have to shim it a lot because I'm sure those floors are all uneven and they have to shim them up. But I'm sure the basic frame is kind of a pre-done,
Yeah.
like a jigsaw puzzle, and everything has its place. But I wouldn't want to be.
How about we get some spares for next game?
All right, we can do some spare shooting. Anybody else have any other questions? If not, we'll go do some.
Say hi to Lost
Who is it?
Lost Moon.
Lost Moon. Hello, Lost Moon. Where are you located? Where are you watching today? All right. You want to do some? You want a bowl? Okay. Should I give him the microphone since I'll be in the back, or do you want me to wear it? Okay.
If it was breaking up here, it's gonna break.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna turn the mic over to Mike. We have a transmission laying on the floor here. Are you gonna leave your glasses on there? I can clip the microphone onto that.
Well, if I need them.
Ah, I got that.
Or just stick it.
Tell them to put in their spare request.
All right, put in your spare request.
Am I on? I guess. Oh, foul. Oh, damn. Breaking stuff.
Here we go. We got the spare indicator working again. It was a very technical repair on this spare thing.
Oh, yeah?
Lost Moon is in Sharon, Pennsylvania.
Sharon, Pennsylvania. What kind of bowling alley do you have up there, Lost Moon? Because I know there's a lot of cool bowling alleys up in Pennsylvania. There is another orange I see laying there. Jiglet. The bottom will come down there.
Oh.
Here, let me
Uh-oh.
do a quick repair on the. Gotta get the geek to.
Huh?
Oh, I see. It's got a. Come on, it's the last one.
Uh-oh. Drink machine repairs.
It's stuck.
Rude.
Well, it's also blocked because he hasn't put a coin in.
Well, the gate won't come down. It's bound up.
Oh.
All right.
Well, crap.
Oh yeah, I fixed it by plugging it back in. One of the plugs came out.
Which one? What? Who?
The thing on the wall back there
Oh.
wouldn't work.
Oh, okay.
I got all the wiring out, checked the wiring, turned out it just got unplugged.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you have any spare requests, tell Aaron, and he'll punch them in. I'm going to turn on the black light.
Oh, yeah, we don't need the... So what's the pin right there in the crate near your... There's a B red crown. Ooh. Oh, that guy, yeah. And then you got a B red crown. Is yours... Is that a Blue Eagle one or Tri? Is it sapping or is it not? Doesn't look like it. The goo's not coming out of it. Ah, I got you. Well. Ooh. Like the Simpsons. Ooh. Like the Simpsons when they have something and they all go, ooh. Okay. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Ah, kind of hurt. Let me get the balls and the pins out of the way here. Why not? Ow! Dang, that hurt. Just listening to that. Hi, Parker. Oh, man. All right. Ta-da! I got it. Uh-oh. Oh, boo. Missed the 3. See if I can do this differently. Well, it didn't. Darn it. Ooh. Oh, man. No, the 2-pin went right in front of the 7. Let's see here. Ta-da! Got it. Didn't quite see how that happened, but it happened. Okay.
The request is that you shoot at the 7.
Oh, okay. No problem. Oh, come on. Went right up behind it. Let's see here. Dang it. I did the exact same thing last time I shot that. Yeah, cycle it. All right. Dang it. Well, should have left that one in first ball. Ta-da! Oh, got it. Yeah. This one again. Tuh. Gotta- The what? Oh, it's the 1-2. He's wanting the 1-2-5-7-10. 1-2-3-5-7-10. I'm gonna just splat this one just cause. Ah!
No, that light won't turn off. It won't turn off. The 3, there, finally.
Alright, dadgummit. Dang!
Almost hit my hand.
I know. Oh, yeah, it did. Spare. Let's see here. Ah. Come on. Ooh. Dang it. Oh no. Lost that one. I know, I'm just like, crap. Wow. I got the, yeah. Ruh-roh. Try this ball. There's 2. I know, always. There we go. Huh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Can you set that one up again? The 24810. 24810. Man. Ah. See, I want to bounce this one out, but I want it to go over there to those, and it's not been doing it. Damn. Right by them. Foul, and it didn't hit the other one over. It came up the gutter, and then, I mean, it just missed that pin by that much. Strike. Wow. Oh. Wow.
So you needed that cheater pin.
Yeah. It just flew up there. Okay. We'll try some 4-6 action here. Oh, damn it. Oh. Really? Yeah, that stunk. Dang. All right, let's see about this. Coming. All right. Huh? What does that mean? Oh, hi, Mason. Sorry. Rats. Boo-hoo. Your superior sweeping rake caught it. This. All right. Uh-oh. Somebody's mad. Jeez. That was different. Huh. Oh, man. Oh. And I left the 6-pin. All right, let's see here. Damn it. Gosh, what is wrong with me? Phooey. You want to you want to shoot one?
Sure. Give me a 710.
All right.
I'll try.
Is there oil on this side? God. Oh, you got it almost all the way done. Yeah, you did. Ooh. Oh, you will? Oh. Woo. All right. Again. Okay. He's having me put up something. Oh, yeah. What was it again? 146? Okay. Oh, come here. Get out the way. Get off. Oh well. Oh. And look what you left. Here comes the bull. Oh man. Bedposts. Alrighty. Oh man. One more or no? No? Okay. All right.
Thanks for watching from
Yep.
Farmers Branch, Texas.
See you next
Rod,
time.
Bill, and Allie, for Aaron, Mike, myself. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered.
Yeah.
Bye.